Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with the snack habit. Fire, 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 yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Look, trip out, man. As you can tell by that thumbnail right there, we're going to get straight into it in a menudo style in a direct fashion. Now, several people have been asking me, do something on Mr. Payaso, the rapper. The Southsider, allegedly, man. And when I say allegedly, I don't mean it with disrespect, that's it. Because I ain't trying to get you validated and things of that nature. We don't do that here, right? But one thing we do for sure is give people their respect and give people their flowers and their props while they're still here. We don't do it after the fact, that's it. A lot of people have been getting at me, what do you think about Mr. Payaso? I righteously think he's a very intelligent, a good speaker, and a good vato, right? I don't know the man personally, so I can't sit here and talk about his history or talk about what he's done in the game, you know, and I don't want to speak on the man because I know the man's incarcerated. I know the man's sitting down right now doing his tiempo like a real one on general population yards, doing his thing, and I give him the utmost respect for that. Now, the first time I came across Mr. Payaso, recognized his verbalization and the way he speaks and the way he's well thought out, was actually he did a video concerning Big You. And, you know, there was a controversy a while back about if Big U knocked out 32 Southsiders. Now, of course, that was debunked, that was dispelled, and that was all on power. Whack 100 was out there spreading propaganda, throwing Big U's name around for clout and lying. Of course, the situation got out of hand because Big U didn't deny these issues. He kind of just gave it a little nod and pressed on and pushed on. But we all knew as raza and having an understanding of prison and the yards and the politics and the things of that nature, that was never to have happened. That couldn't happen. Now, just to rehash a little bit, you know, and not try to act like anyone don't got skills and hands like that, it just would never happen, man. It's hard to defeat 3, 4, 5 guys, let alone 32 at one time in one shot. Now, a lot of people did spills talking about Pelican Bay, and this happened during the Pelican Bay riot. The famous Pelican Bay riot is where he was putting people on their butt cheeks. This was never to have happened. Big U was not even at Pelican Bay at that time. You know, I don't think he's ever did time in Pelican Bay. If he did, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think he was on the linea, and I know for sure he was not involved in that melee. I have homeboys that were actually there and that are from the South, and I have homeboys that have told me the story in a correct fashion and a detailed fashion. Now, that doesn't mean that man ain't about his issue. You know, you all know he has a reputation that precedes himself. He's a very well-known individual from LA. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, you know, it ain't about Big U respects. It's more so about Mr. Payaso. Now, Payaso actually did, when he got out of prison, the first thing I seen him do, and that's when I first noticed him, was he did a spill on that, to which it blew up, man. People wanted to hear what someone had to say about that situation, fresh on the block, fresh on the streets, fresh out of prison. Someone with an intelligence, a charisma, and someone that also was speaking the real. You know, I think that's what a lot of people in this genre respect, is people that have a real voice, people that have really been there and done that. See, anybody could say they've been on a certain yard, or anybody could talk about where they've been or where they haven't been. And there's always going to be other people, because they don't like them, trying to expose them for frauds or fakes. Or it happens to me all the time. Oh, you weren't there at this time or this time. But hey, 99% of the time they weren't there ever, or can't even give you any of the details of really what happened. They just want to let everyone know that you weren't there. Not where they were at the time playing Nintendo Donkey Kong, but you were not there, okay? This guy definitely was in prison, Mr. Payaso, got out and had words to say, and kind of dispelled the rumor, debunked the rumor. Because one thing I know, like you guys know about the Southsiders, is they're a very dominant group in prisons, especially in the California system. And they're not the ones to be played with, man. They're not the ones to be pushed upon or manipulated or things of that nature. Not give them their flowers now because it's righteously due. It's respect, eh? Being from up north, those were the opposition. Many a years and many a times, man, I found myself incarcerated with short numbers, wondering if it was going to be my last day on this earth, wondering if it was going to be my last day on that yarda, just because I knew how the Southsiders moved. They moved in waves, right? They weren't playing. They had enough manpower, enough soldados to shoot a wave at you, Holmes, and still have a nice sunny day. That's just the way it was. They've always had the numbers, and they've always been pretty treacherous and dangerous. Now, what I see in Mr. Payaso is a real one. I don't know that man from Steven Adam, Sparkaleño, time to get down with the funky norteño. I don't know him from a next man on the calles, but I could see the look in his eyes. See, I know that look. The look that got them all shook. I don't have to know a person to know what a person's about. To see the realness, to see the respect, to see the humbleness, to see what a dangerous individual he is, man, you know, without being dangerous. See, that doesn't mean he's out there committing crime. That doesn't mean he's out there in the calles smacking people. That doesn't mean none of that. That just means he's the type of individual you don't play with, man. Not because of his size, he's a big fella. Not because of his size and not because of his tattoos or not because he's Mexican. That has nothing to do with it. It's more so that look in the eyes and the way he carries himself, the way he walks, the way he talks. He's a very thought out individual. Now, I know he's a rapper. And a lot of people are getting into the rap game. It's becoming a fad. It's becoming something now. I see every brown man from every crew, from every water, everyone got a rapper. Now, I remember back in the days in my hood, we always had a couple homeboys that could rap shit. They say I could rap. I don't know. I don't do that. I don't try it. I guess I don't apply myself when it comes to that because it's really not my thing. But at the end of the day, I think everyone can get in a booth or in an app on the phone and spit some rhymes. And ain't nothing wrong with that. If you got the talent, let it shine. Homeboy, let it shine. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, you need to understand that with rapping nowadays comes a lot of clapping. With rapping nowadays comes a stigma and comes a whole lot of controversy and a whole lot of drama. We seen what just happened to Money Sign Suede. He was a young rapper, up and coming, signed to a record label, really doing his thing, just about to blow up. Hadn't even lived a quarter of his life, but was really getting in the mix. And because his street affiliations crossed over to his rap affiliations, crossed over to prison, things happened. And he didn't survive. He didn't make it. Now, Payaso is not new to this. I can see he's true to this. He's been doing time. And right now, currently, he's sitting down. And all I have to say is hashtag free Payaso, man. Free a Chicano that's incarcerated, man, that I'd rather see out here on the calles getting that bag, getting his money and getting to taking care of his familia. Because I understand real life, man, that's what that individual wants. You know, a lot of people think just based on how people look and the tattoos that all they want to do is gangbang, or they think all these guys to do is clout or be in the streets. But that's furthest from the truth. The real one that's really sat down and did an extensive amount of time understands that an individual that's locked up, man, with hope and with talent just wants to get out and get to it. He wants to make up for lost time. Now, of course, he had got out. He blew up on that video as far as I knew. And then I started to realize that he was a rapper. He was starting to do rap videos. He already had some prior, but he was starting to make moves, connections, and really get his name spoken and out there. And I listened to his music. And I'm going to be real. I don't sugarcoat or add preservatives to nothing. If I don't like your shit, I'll tell you I don't like your shit. I really like his shit, right? He took me back on some of that throwback gangster shit, but at the same time, a different style of flow. You know, he has the potential to really blow up and really make it. Now, I think personally the tattoos, the look, what he's into will put him in a caja and hold him back a little bit, meaning he'll have a different type of fan base, just vatos that are from the South or vatos that recognize and represent that music. But at the same time, I'm not taking nothing from him going mainstream because he's a very talented individual that can do anything he wants in life if he applies himself. Facts. Any brown man and black man and the woods, brother, can do that if you apply yourself, if you put in the hard work, you're humble, you're real, and you're consistent. Boom, there's the recipe. Yes, I gave it to you. Don't say I never did nothing for anybody, right? Now, trip out. The Vato definitely had my ear, and I like his music. You know, I like brown rap, man. When I say brown rap, I don't say Chicano rap because there's a lot of Vatos that don't claim Chicano or are not Chicano, right? But I like brown rap, which caters to the brown people and the black people, right? You know, people like Payaso, Conejo, people like Babyface Wood up north in Washington, people like Iggs out of Modesto, people like GB out of Merced, you know, people like Big Tone out of Big Yacht, like got me like this, right? I like this rap, and then I like the throwbacks, the Sir Dinos, Kid Frost, Lighter Shade of Browns, Woody, Speedy Low, things of that nature, right? The Mr. Night Owls, the Mr. Shadows, I like that. It's always been my style of music. It's always been what I could kick back and cruise to. Jump into 65 Super Sport and get to spinning. You know, we stay winning. These are the type of artists that I listen to. And it doesn't mean I don't listen to old school RBL Posse or old school E40 because I've definitely been doing that. The Jack is right there on the map. You know what it is. Rest in peace. This is what I do. Bay Area rap, LA rap, it's all the same to me. Rap is rap, hip hop. So I know this guy's a rapper, Mr. Payaso, and I know that he's known for more than that. You know, from his area and from the Gaia's people look at him as a representative of the South Side. Okay, this is something they're putting on his plate. This is something that they're doing just based, they're judging him on his looks. And maybe he has said it in the past, and maybe he does affiliate himself with that. But at the end of the day, it's not for us to speak on what he is and what he isn't. What it is for us to speak on is realness, man. This man is sitting down right now, incarcerated, and I hope he gets out. But why is he sitting down? Let me explain to you why, for those of you that don't know. And for most of you that don't know who he is, Google him, look him up, man. Support his music. That's facts, right? Support another brown man in the game and in the struggle. He's sitting down because he did a rap video. You know, he did a rap video, and I guess his parole officer or the authorities involved felt some type of way. Now, there was a rap video that was done in my water a while back, man. And I guess they were waving guns and things. And, you know, they put in the beginning of the video, these are all props for the video. But the authorities still looked into it. See, they're always watching. The man is always watching everything, but they're watching me right now. They stay watching. They got task force that are watching us all the time, hoping that we'll say something about somebody or an unsolved case, or hoping that they could put something together on us and see the wiggleization, man, and get us caught up like they did the homie Snoop, right? But that ain't never going to be the case with me, because I'm a good guy. I'm a family man. I'm a church guy. And so at the end of the day, I'm just wiggling like the dirt wiggler, right? And that's it. You know, the only thing you can get me for is because I had 4 tortas at the same time. Hey, ¿sabes qué? Feel me, man. Now, with Mr. Payaso, they did get him caught up over a rap music video. They did incarcerate him. I'm sure he's short timing, man. You don't usually do too much time on a violation, maybe a year flat. I don't know about Washington. The violations, never did a violation up there, so I don't know exactly, you know, what he's looking at or how long he's sitting down. But usually, you know, they can give you anywhere from a few months to a year flat. That's usually how violations go. Over here in California, you go to Valdivia. Once you go to Tracy, you go to Valdivia, and they'll shoot you down. I remember one time I went for absconding. I done left, thought I could wiggle, right? They caught me up. I sit down in Valdivia. My cellie, they just let him out. He only been down 2 months. He's bouncing. He comes out all happy. Hey, I'm going home. I'm going home. I said, oh, shit, I know I'm going home. This is my first violation. Toma, you're flat. Oh, wait, made an example out of me, huh? It'd be like that sometimes. Like I said, you never know. It's from case to case, basis to basis. Now, with him, he's going to sit down. What's he going to do when he gets out, man? You know, what's he going to do when he gets out? Is he going to make that good music, that feel-good music, and is he going to get right back to that gangster music shit? Either way, man, it's totally up to him. He knows what he has to do, and he knows that if he keeps going a certain way, they're going to keep violating him. And it's an upsetting agenda that the administration has, but it's all money, bro. It's all money tied up, and if you want to get your money, you have to do different things than you were doing before, because you already know what it entails. They're gonna try to get you. My only thing to say to him, man, is I hope that he gets it any way he wants to, because real ones do real things, man, and that's knowledge you can't get in college. Now, people will sit you down. And that's, I think, the sorriest part about this whole situation, that he's sitting down over a fucking rap video. Wasn't trying to hurt no one. Wasn't trying to spread poison or propaganda. Was just doing his damn thing. But they felt some type of way. See, we're not meant to prosper, gente. No matter what you guys think out there. Orderly, Mr. Payaso, we're not meant for it, homie. God, now we're not meant to prosper, homie. These people don't want to see us come up. They don't want to see us rock the good rhyme for our gente and for our people. If they think we're into the gang element and they automatically assume that just because of our past history. Now, we understand, myself, Payaso, and several other individuals that have been locked up, understand that when you get incarcerated, homes, you got to wiggle with your people. It's just what it is, man. It's always been like that. It's going to continue to be like that. We got to function with our gente. You know, of course, right now, and I'm going to be totally honest with you, if I got incarcerated, I have no gente but brown people. And the brown people, because of the politics, man, can't fuck with me, because I'm considered not in great standings with my people over red on red crimes. But guess what? As soon as I get to R&R, I'm going to get mine, humps. I'm going to get off where I'm at because I already know that if I hit that yard, they're going to put pin cushions in me. And I ain't no pin cushion. That's it. So I'm going to make the first move my best move, and the best move my first move, because at the end of the day, man, I know what time it is. No, I'm not going to say you need to put me over here. No, you got me going to the wrong yard. No, I'm not going to say I can't be here. I'm going to be wherever they put me, humps. You know, what I'm going to do wherever they put me is a different story. You know what I mean? You could question, you could think about what you want, humps, but I'm letting you know right now, so I ain't that one. You know, I ain't never been that one to lock it up. I ain't never been that one to wiggle like that. I'm that one that will go to that yard, homes, and we'll get off quick. Because fuck that. I don't need that in my life. Hey, I don't need that in my life. You know what I mean? Straight up. It's me or you. And that's it. This is going to be you, because I'm cool. Now, yeah, I said I'm so cool that they want to call me a culo, but it ain't never going to happen. I don't get fucked, right? I'm just going out there to do my thing. I'm just trying to do my time. Now, I understand Payaso's doing his time. What type of standings he's in, that's his business and his people's business. That's not for me to say, you know. Everything I heard about the dude is he's a righteous dude. Facts. Now, his homeboy got at me, hey, do a thing on Payaso. And I said, I really don't know your carnal, your homeboy, but at the same time, I will give him his flowers. I will give him his props. I see another brown man going through a struggle, and it's unfortunate that they try to slow him down. It's unfortunate people like Money Sign Sway get incarcerated and they don't come out. I notice it's a trend with our brown rappers, with our brown people, all rappers, even black. They're dying every day. You know, rap is one of the most dangerous occupations right now you could have because the lines have been blurred. See, back in the days, you were a rapper, you were a rapper. If you were a gangster, you were a gangster, and you did rap music for the gangster element. But nowadays, they want gangsters doing rap music for the gangster element. It's different. You know, if you go out there with tattoos talking about some gang shit, you better be about that because people are more into exposing and calling them on their bullshit than they are. See, back in the days when Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, shout out respects to Eazy-E and Lil Eazy, the homie. But back in the days when they were doing their NWA thing, the DJ Quick thing, all those, yeah, some of them were in the streets and some of them were in just the booth, right? It didn't matter. What they were speaking, we could identify and relate to, and we ran with that. Tupac, same way. You know, he was a poet, but because we thought he was a G in the streets like that, everybody adapted to that. But see, nowadays times have changed. If you have tattoos and you're out there speaking gangster shit, well, tell them your resume. They need to know where you've been, what you've done, how you did it, when you done it. That's why you have people like King Von allegedly clapping people out there, really living the life of what he spoke on. Now, back in my days in the 90s, I said, if you talked about things that you did in rap music, you got locked up forever. Just ask X-Rated. You can't speak on it. If you speak on it, you spoke on it. And guess what? They awoke on it. And they're going to get you where they got you. And that's just how it is. But see, on the meantime, in between time, there's ways to not cross over, not cross that line. There's ways to be yourself and be a real one, but rap about feel-good music. You know, there's a lot of different genres you can go. Just because you have that gangster look and you got them shook doesn't absolutely mean that's all you have to cater to. Now, if you choose to do that, and a lot of the Chicanos we do because that's the way we're indoctrinated and educated, then that's just what it is. I take Mr. Payaso for a gangster rapper. It doesn't necessarily mean he's out there really in real life doing them things. Now, I understand he has a historia, and I'm sure he's a very righteous dude in his neighborhood, and I'm going to give him his props and his respect. But if he wants to stay the hell up out of prison, the only way to do that is to stick to his own grind and handle his business. Now, this man can definitely have a career on YouTube if he chose to do that. But we all know when you're activated and involved in things, man, YouTube is not the place for you or the place you should be. You can't speak on prison politics. It doesn't matter what state you're from. You can't do certain things without repercussions for your actions. Now, I know this individual just wanted to dispel the fact that this dude knocked out 32 Southsiders Big You, and he did that in a righteous fashion without crossing the line and speaking on too much. I commend him on that, and that's why it blew up. Everybody loves real. Okay, that's why I get so much subscribers to my channel because I speak the real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm not bullshitting nobody. I give you those that deserve their respect, and those that don't, I just won't, you know, and that's it. I'm not here to discriminate or disrespect people. I don't care how many people come at me and how many people got something to say about me. I ain't got a bad thing to say about you other than, hey, I hope you do great, Holmes. Because I'm a brown man with brown intentions. And brown intentions to me is get that green on the in-between, never sip on that lean, and stay that mug and mean. You know what I mean? That's just it. Now, there's a rapper for you. Now, look, when it comes to Mr. Payaso, Holmes, I hope he gets out and he gets to the bag. And I hope that he has nothing but a great golden path in his way. You know, and that's the only thing to walk that yellow brick road. Because it seems like they're putting hindrances and roadblocks up in his career. It seems like this is happening to a lot of our brown people, and we have to stand behind them. Even if you're not from the South and you don't like his music and you don't like his thing, at the end of the day, he's a brown man, and we need to show love and free that brown man. See, I wish everybody was free, man. I don't wish jail, the penitentiary, or none of that shit on any of my worst enemies. Because I think everybody that goes there, yeah, maybe you should. If you want to live that gangster lifestyle, I believe you should get locked up. Right? I believe you should go get a little taste. Go get a little sample. Go lay a little demo. Because if you're going to fucking be in the gang life, you need to understand exactly what the gang life really is. Because it's two different lives. Your little gang life out here with fat tortas and cars and eating tacos at the taco truck and smoking yesca, ain't nothing there. Because guess what? There ain't no tortas in there unless they're free staff. And guess what? Some black dudes already boning them. And I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you ain't got nothing coming. You're lucky if you get a little shot of pruno every once in a while and you can get you a paper. I'm telling you, it's just different. It's a different life, a different element. You know, I talk to people and they try to convince me of their prison stories and where they've been. And I'm like, oh, were you A2B or A1A on this yard? What? What's that? Blocked. Hey, man, you know, I was on the 5th tier right here. Blocked. Hey, man, I was in a 280 design building. Blocked, right? Because a lot of these individuals, man, only they're rehashing stories, telling you stories they heard or places that they think, you know, they think that you haven't been, say they've been. But it's not like that, bro. Anyone who's been locked up knows about everything. And that's just it, you know. Do I think it's cool to be locked up and it's some real gangster shit? No, I don't think it's cool, but I think it's a step in real gangsterism. If you plan on being about that life and you plan on really doing that, then you need to go ahead and step your ass up in there and see what it's really about. And let's see if you can hang. Yes, with the bang bang on gang gang. Anyways, Mr. Payaso, man, who's incarcerated and sitting down, I hope that he gets out. It's fucked up that he got locked up over a rap music video, but that lets you youngsters know, man, if you're over there waving guns, pistols, and bongos and things of that nature, man, they're going to catch you up, especially when you're a real one, a parolee that just got out, man. You know what? They're looking for any reason to violate you. I got violated for red shoestrings, bro, and I couldn't tell you what was in the Air Maxes. That's what came in my package. I got violated, man, for drinking some, what do you call it? I was sick, man. I drank some cough medicine and they said that was codeine. Boom. I mean, there's just so many different things and reasons they'll violate you for. If they don't want you on the streets, that's it. They don't want you on the street. You're just another number that does big numbers and they want your ass locked up. This vato right here, Payaso, definitely has a career in podcasting, definitely has a career in doing YouTube, and definitely has a career in the rap game. What he chooses to do with his life is totally up to him. I hope and wish him the best. I wish his whole barrio the best and a lot of respect, homes. And I see a real one when I see a real one. With that being said, gente, there it is, Mr. Payaso. Make sure you guys tap in, bump some of his music, slap his slappage. You guys already know what it is, man. Free that individual, man. Because even if you don't like him, man, he's a reflection of a brown person. And that's what it is. Raza, stand up. With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of each and every fucking day, we're still going to be here, homes. We're going to be broke, brown, and real. You know what I mean? Some of us got paper. I don't. I'm not the one. See this right here? This is all I got. That's all I got. You already know what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. Please like and subscribe for all the banging content I will be bringing this week. I got a whole lot of more. All right, I'm going to get to it. This is the gun. Bang, bang.